How's it going, folks? Um, I saw a lot of people in the Elden Ring groups on Facebook who had started with Elden Ring and were curious about what Dark Souls games they should get into afterwards, or what other Souls games they should play in general. And by and large, I think the response is go play DS1 first. Just because, it sets the narrative, it's the beginning, it's where a lot of other people started as well. And I thought, you know what, I've been through this game quite a bit, especially at the beginning with all the different times I've restarted it. So I thought I would put together a quick video with a little narrative on how to kind of get a good strong start to the game, not necessarily to be stupid overpowered or anything, but just to have a little more confidence going into the game progression itself. So yeah, here we go. New game. And put in whatever the heck you want. This is one of my old kind of like D&D character creation names, I guess. Sure, why not? Warrior. I'm going to start with the warrior class, and the reason for that is because of the balance between strength and dexterity primarily. I am going to be plugging a few levels into faith early on so we can use one specific weapon, which that may seem silly, and you can opt not to do that. I just don't mind sticking some points into faith for the use of this weapon. So yeah, we're going with warrior. And for the starting gift, I'm grabbing the master key, because that will be helpful to get access to certain areas that we would not otherwise be able to till much later in the game. And physique, I like to go slim because some of the armor sets can look a little overinflated and goofy. Face, and then, you do whatever you like here. Oh no, I don't want parted center. I want semi-long for that sweet 90s haircut classic vibe. And yeah, that's how we're starting.
In the age of ancients.
Yes, you guys can enjoy the narratives on your own. I'm going to be skipping like dialogue and cutscenes and things like that. All right, here we are. It begins. I am just going to run by all these guys. There's no point to attacking them. They are some poor little hollows who are trapped here in the undead asylum, and they do not deserve it. Also, at this point in the game, it's just not worth it for the meager amount of souls they offer to try and beat them up with this silly broken sword hilt. Speaking of which, I am going to unequip that. That serves no purpose. Light the fires. Alright, you open this door. If you chose black fire bombs as a starting gift, which is another fine option, there's a giant boss that's about to drop down here. And I'm just going to avoid him like the plague. See that guy? He's big. I don't want to mess with him. I want to run away. Another bonfire. And here is my shield, which I'm going to equip. For a starting shield, it's pretty good. It's actually 100% physical mitigation. And it's not stupid heavy, so it's pretty good starting shield. Another reason I like using the warrior class is I am a sucker for a longsword. It's got a good, kind of balance to it. It's got a good amount of attack. It's a good quality weapon. It can scale later in the game with either dexterity or strength. Of course, you can infuse it and make it how you need later. But, you can thrust with it. You can swing with it. You can two-hand it and swing harder. But whatever. I like a longsword. All right. So this wall right here, we're going to go up these stairs a little bit and dip off to the right because that ball just rolled down there and broke through there. And we're going to talk to this poor guy.
Oh,
But I'm going to speed through his dialogue.
I wish to
Just tell him yes.
Regrettably, I have but there is a thou and thine neck when thou will now you and Estus. Oh,
Cool.
now I must bid farewell.
Bye, bro.
I would hate to.
Sorry for your sadness. So that guy's just going to off himself as we leave. There it is. And we want to open this gate because we're going to need access through here later. Don't mind any throat clearing or sniffling, by the way. It's that time of year and I'm getting over some chest congestion. Alright. So yeah, as I was saying, I like the longsword. It's a good balanced weapon. Has fairly decent attack for a starting weapon. And one thing I should make clear, when you're in a narrow corridor like this, see that? A swing, a slash like that will not get past the wall. So having a thrust is very good for tight confines. That's why I like having a weapon that can do both. And again, I'm just an old school sorcery nerd, so I love a good sword. Kite them out. And then take care of this knucklehead. Now, up ahead there is a warrior or a knight. Yeah, he's a warrior. I want to see if I can time this. I did, yay! I had been playing this game on the Switch for probably the past couple of years and kind of got used to the Switch's input timing, which is a little bit different than it is here on the PC. Mind you, everything that I'm demonstrating here is doable on all platforms, but I found when I started prepping for this video that my parry timing was off a little bit, which messed me up. So let me take a swig of my coffee here. And I'm going to two-hand my sword. And at this point, that big bad boss that we ran away from before. Hello, ugly. We're going to drop down on him. Plunge attacks for the win. Hit him once, and then get out of here. And then I'm going to run back in and hit him again. Twice, actually. And then I'm going to back up. Well, that was poorly timed. That was his delayed swing. There we go. That was the door we came in before, but now that we have the big pilgrim's key, we can go this way. Alright, so go up the stairs. And we're going to dip off to the left here, and there's a soul item. Ugh, running around like an idiot. Alright, and then up here, and the big crow's going to pick us up. Which is a cool looking visual, so I'm going to let that play.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
Classic.
To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords.
And
Lordran.
welcome to Dark Souls. Okay. Level up and kindle at bonfires. Kindling is how you increase the amount of Estus flasks. You basically use a humanity to invest in a bonfire, and then you can use yeah, when you use the humanity, you increase the flame of a bonfire, so you get more Estus flasks. Right now, I did dexterity to 14 because... No, you know what? I'm going to wait on that. It's more important that I start Jack and Faith now. I want to up dexterity at some point soon-ish, early game, because there's a longbow you can pick up which requires 14 in dexterity. But that's not happening yet, so we can wait a little bit. But yeah, as I was saying about the bonfires, if you look, I have 10 Estus flasks right now, and that's because this bonfire here at Firelink Shrine is the only one in the game that is pre-kindled. So right now you can always return to this bonfire to get 10 Estus flasks every time you rest. Every other bonfire, at least in, early game, by default is only 5. And I think they're all only 5 in later game as well, but... First thing I want to do, though, is go down here and take this lift. And we're going to go to the New Londo Ruins. And we can walk off this edge. Go here real quick, because there's another soul item. And then we go through this doorway and off to the left.